Welcome to Bodybuilding Unplugged.
The new podcast keeping you up to date and behind the scenes for the competitive season and beyond.
With your hosts, director and head coach of Teamposing with Hannah and competitive natural bodybuilder, Hannah Mitchell.
And DFAC Pro and multi-time British figure champion, Zena Al-Kalabi.
Tune in and let us know what you think. Welcome back to episode 3 of Bodybuilding Unplugged with Hannah and Zena. How are you, Zena?
Yes, I am good. More of a chill week this week for me, actually. So it's been kind of nice. I know you can't say the same.
Well, you know, it's kind of my own fault for going away for 2 days. You know, how dare I? You know, you kind of have to catch up.
Bless you. I'm good. I'm good.
Good.
I can't believe we're on number 3 already.
I know. We do have a little special announcement. If people on the YouTube can see, we are actually in a bit of merch right here. Yeah. It's not Bodybuilding Unplugged merch. It's yet. Oh my god, we'll just get like specialized plugs. No. That sounded atrocious.
I'm going sticking stickers on all the plugs in the house. Either will be what is this?
Mate, the first thing I thought about was butt plugs, so Anyway, we're actually sponsored by, the podcast is now probably not anymore, probably sponsored by Perform Nutrition.
Yes.
So
they very kindly sent us some merch. So they will be kind of sponsoring the podcast, and you can get their products on the Perform website with my code or from Insight with Hannah's code.
Perfect.
Find on our Instagram pages.
And in the description, because I always put it in the Spotify description. So
right, should we get on?
We are going to have to crack on, lads, because there were 2 very big shows, weren't they? Yeah. Fantastic shows as well. Like, I'm not going to get into it right now because we're going to obviously speak about it in the second half of this. But oh my god, the NPC standard, the amount of females as well, it gave me life.
It was absolutely crazy.
It was amazing.
I think it was the first, obviously we're going to talk about PCA first, but just quickly, the Two Bro show is the first one of the season, I think, so far that I've been like, wow, like that is like legit standard. And like, again, just the amount of people, which I know that sounds really silly to say, but when you look at a PCA show and there's, 10, 15 athletes, you're like kind of standard, but with an NPC, a lot of the time there can be one person in a category, and but even women's physique, like, WPD, it was just incredible, and I'm so excited for us to actually dive in. And the wellness as well, as like proper wellness. Yeah, like proper wellness. But first of all, I know we're going to try and go through a bit quicker today. So we are going to go through PCA Wales, which actually wasn't a big show. So I actually went there in person. It was a little bit of like deja vu because I did that show last year.
Only last year?
Yeah, last year I did it. It was my first ever overall, so
oh my god, that is amazing.
Special place in my heart. But it was really nice to go back. And one thing I love about PCA Wales is it's very like family, like it feels wholesome because it's kind of just like all the Welsh people together and then like a few extras. So starting off with mixed disability class.
Amazing. So we've got Matt, who's second. I know that because I've worked with Matt previously through like disability workshops and one-to-ones, and he's such a lovely guy. Like, he's so great, and he turns up every year, mate. I think he's been going for like 4 or 5 years now. But yeah, I mean, pretty standout for first and second. Like, it is pretty obvious. Like, me and Matt have spoken about previously anyway. Like, he just loves being on the stage. He does know that he could bring a little bit more condition. So yeah, first place. I'm not sure on this gentleman's name. Do you know?
No, I can't, not off the top of my head.
No.
But yeah, I agree. Like he just, to be fair, like a lot of muscle.
Yes.
Which is really cool to see. And yeah, stand out really.
And for anyone who obviously may be listening instead of YouTube, so Matt has cerebral palsy, and then the gentleman in first place, I believe he has actually a prosthetic leg.
Yeah, and like one like full arm, and then the other arm is like half. So.
Yeah. So even that in itself, right? Like, it's just the ability to train, like
Yeah.
the ability to push yourself to those levels and get that level of tissue that's incredible. So,
It is amazing. Genuinely, like credit to both of them because
yeah.
that's special. I think like so amazing to see that. So yeah, congrats to them both.
Yeah, good. And then going into, if I can do my bloody clicker, going into the next category. So,
Which is men's novice, I believe. I'm actually going to just load it on mine as well because I've
yeah, good
labeled
shout.
all the pictures.
Yeah.
But yeah, to be fair, actually, one thing I would say about PCA Wales, apart from Classic, it wasn't the biggest PCA show. Never is really. So there was just 2 of them in this category.
Well, you know what? I'm quite surprised because I don't know, from maybe an
This is first
external.
timers. Sorry,
This
first
is
timers.
first timers. Okay. Maybe it's like an external like point of view here. I was watching the PCA kind of, notifications, or maybe it was just that I knew so many people there watching.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh my God, everyone's at PCA Wales today. Da, 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 da. But maybe it wasn't that big of a show in terms of actual, competitors. But maybe because it's PCA Wales, every Welshie was like, I've got to go. Which, like you said, it's more that homey feel. So,
Yeah. But yeah, I think both of these guys for first timers are pretty good.
yeah.
Both have like a great level of muscle, great
Yeah.
level of conditioning, and they both
Yeah.
posed really well, to be honest. Like, I think in this shot here that we've got up, it looks like it could go either way, but I think number 4, the one in black trunks, like just has like more of a like better shape.
Yeah, I do think 1,000%. Like, even if I look at like tan structure, muscularity, like how he's just holding himself, he doesn't even look like a first timer.
Yeah,
Oh
really.
yeah, then we turn it to the back and it is a clear winner, to be
It
honest,
is.
isn't it?
Yeah, his glutes and hamstrings are great as well. And so much density through his back, but like second place, like is great as well. You know.
Very good, so good. He is almost doing like men's physique posing.
Yeah, he is.
Um,
It would be interesting to see him if he posed like his back properly for bodybuilding. And I think he can definitely do well in the future.
Yeah, I think especially going into a first show, like how first timers actually blows my mind. Saying that again, people not able to maybe see the images here. They aren't necessarily like younger athletes. They do look like they've been training for a very long time. It's just the first time that they are stepping on stage. Yeah, amazing. I mean, as expected. So yeah, number 4. Did take away first place, and I think this shot here that's bringing number 4 closer to the camera just really shows like even more so like
so much conditioning is great. I know, literally. Yeah, he was really good.
Very, very good. I'm actually very much looking forward. Oh damn, do we have anything, or do you have the ability? I might have a little look while we are chatting to see if there's anything on the PCA page for overall, because I would really like to see him against like the others if he was in the overall.
I think there's probably a reel for the overall.
Yeah, I'll have it.
You can load it after.
He didn't win the overall anyway, did he? No. Yeah, I'll have a little look later. So, second category.
Juniors. Madness.
So, what age are juniors in PCA?
20, I think it's 23 as well. Yeah. So I actually obviously know Josh, and then Alex was first, and I can't remember the guy in third's name.
So is Josh second?
Yeah, Josh was second, and Like one thing about Josh is he competed last year as well, and the improvements he's made since last year are like crazy, like which is so cool to see. And he kind of like really held his own on that stage. So yeah, really really cool to see.
Are they in their first, second, third here?
So number 8 was first. 7
Okay.
was third. Yeah.
So and Josh is 6. I don't know who. Yeah.
Josh is number 6.
And is he natty or not? No. Okay.
No.
I was going to say.
I don't think any of them are.
Yeah, I was literally looking at him, and obviously with you saying about the improvements as well from last year, I was literally like, if he's natty, I quit. No, really, really good. Obviously, both are hitting a vacuum here. I don't know how I feel about bodybuilders hitting vacuums a lot, in all honesty.
Like, I don't mind it, like, just before a transition, you know, like, hit your normal pose, then vacuum, then move on. But yeah, I mean, people love it, don't they?
Yeah. I just think it's almost like the finishing touch within bodybuilding is making sure that they've got that very like strong core. Like I almost think of it as like a chocolate block, like abs, right, stuck on. So it would be good to kind of compare both of them in like cores as well, but very, very good shots here.
Yeah, to be fair, like they're all great. Like for juniors, like it's actually madness. Like it's so much muscle, but they've all got really, really nice shapes as well. Like
insane shapes.
Like have great shapes. It's not like, you know, especially from these photos, like it's not stand out who would be the winner.
No. And
like, on the day, I'd say it was a little bit clearer. But like on a different day, I think any of them could take it.
What's really cool as well is like you're not looking at the photos being like, oh, there's a lagging bit here, there's a lagging bit there. Like especially like this back shot, that red trunks, like literally hamstrings, glutes, erectors, lats are like bursting against his triceps, like rear delts, top delts. And they look so poised. Again, it is a photo. I am aware it's not the video, but like how they're all holding themselves in that.
Really, really good. Yeah.
Pretty immense. Yes. What?
It's actually mad. Like, how are these guys juniors? We've said it before on the podcast. Like, I think juniors are just, I don't even know where they're coming from. Like,
something's in the water. You know what I actually think it was? I would actually say that it's COVID, right? Like, as in when you think about it, COVID was what, 4 years ago now? Like it started.
Yeah.
I believe. Maybe even longer. Don't know. But anyway.
2020.
Yeah, if you think about that, if they're under 23, that would have been 18, 19-year-olds that would have traditionally been like going out, etc. So that changed their whole life, and it probably just shoved them in their shed. You know what I mean? So all they had to do was all they had available was to train.
Yeah, no, it's so cool to see though. Like, I think, you know, the 3 of them are fantastic.
I actually really like this overall this final shot as well, because I think it shows the differences within their physiques. They're all choosing such incredible shots that really do highlight their strengths too, and like seeing third place in that shot in particular, it's like, yeah, mate, like that's not a bad third place. Like,
no.
Very
I
strong.
think that was probably one of like the most competitive on the day, even the juniors. Like it was really, really good. These guys are novice.
Okay.
So I think that's like never won a show in PCA, isn't it? Or never in top.
So I would say off the bat here, like even switching between juniors to here, like you've just said, that was obviously a big, like a standout class. This for me, I just screaming like I would prefer to see a lot more condition. From both.
No, I agree. Yeah, I think they've, you know, whether or not they've timed their preps for like get leaner for finals. I don't know, but yeah, I agree with you. I think both of them could definitely do with more condition. I mean, the one in purple, like his quad looks pretty striated, which looks cool, but I think as a whole, like pull off a bit more would be good, and even just like more size, especially in a non-tested fed.
Yeah, and especially like, yes, you've obviously mentioned purple pants, getting a few little purple pants, getting a few striations in there, but at the same time he still got second place, so obviously even having more condition didn't really do anything in comparison.
I didn't get any of the photos of this category, so I would think it would be cool to see them from the back, but I didn't actually see this category, so yeah, cool.
Oh, let's just jump past that one. Let's maybe delete some of those. Okay, now, classic lads. Is there a split at all, or is it just straight up classic?
This is classic short.
Bloody hell.
Oh, honestly, classic. I know, again, we've said it before, but classic lately is just, it's crazy at the moment. I think, like, it's very, very big. Now, I think being there on the day for this category, the one thing that I found, which again, we've mentioned before, is a lot of people entering classic that aren't really classic. And even though they potentially are like better, like bodybuilders, don't necessarily have like the classic shape and flow. Like classic isn't necessarily like biggest person wins,
No,
which
definitely not with PCA.
Yes, which I think really like separated the people that came out on top, because it really wasn't the biggest. It was pretty much down to like the best shape with condition.
Yeah. I'm just like, my jaw is pretty much open right now. Crazy. That is such a shot as well, isn't it? Like, that is such a good picture.
And it's again, like, not a bad physique on that stage.
No. Did you watch this category, did you say, sorry? Yeah. Were there any standouts for you, like, pretty much straight away?
Like, the one that ended up winning, like, pretty much straight away, could call it, because he had, like, the best shape, but really good conditioning as well. But then I think, like, I agree with the outcome, but like you could definitely argue people in different places, which is it's crazy.
I'm very glad that you actually did send over this one though, because from the front that is a very different image to the back. Like, there's a lot now that I would actually like not kick off stage, but like kick off from top.
You know the guy on the right, right braids, he wasn't even in full first call outs, whereas I think in the pictures, definitely from the front shot, you would almost think like he should be, but it'd be pretty cool, I think, to see him on like open bodybuilding.
I definitely would say open bodybuilding, and also like, again, he might not be fully posing, but still like more conditioning coming through in that back, like the whole posterior. But yeah, this is the, I know people are like, oh, shows are one from the rear. They're not necessarily one from the rear, but I think the rear definitely like highlights a hell of a lot, especially like, even again, we'll get into the categories, but for females in particular, like, I know my rear is probably my absolute weakest area. Like, I've got a back and that's it.
I honestly, apart from the last few months, like my check-in this morning was so funny. AJ was comparing like last year's photos, and he was like, yeah, well, where's your rear dowel? It just doesn't really exist. And I was like, cool. Cool.
But that's what you need, isn't it? Like,
there's just nothing there. I was like, yeah, there's not.
Thank you for that. But there is now. Is that what he was saying?
Well, he was like, it's better. It's not great.
Yeah, my glutes and hamstrings, the feedback on glutes and hamstrings was just literally like, they probably didn't even want to mention it because they didn't want to upset me. But anyway, back to actually the show. Yes, okay, good. Nice to see. I was going to say 22 was a standout, and I think the other two were further down the other side of the stage.
Yeah, couldn't see them as well. But yeah, I think first place just had a bit of everything, to be honest. Second in this pose is really bad, but because you can't really compare.
No, but
yeah, great lineup.
You know what? It actually might be a thing that we should tell federations, get your athletes to pose
the same way, so
the same shot. Yeah, because
so much better. Like, I love it when, like, do you know what? You see it more in girls when they all choose the same pose. Like,
yeah.
they're all like doing the same one, whereas like boys will just do like whatever.
Yeah. No, because I'm just thinking, like, imagine even for backing themselves, you know, like, it just would mean that the federation could be like, yeah, well, look at this photo where all three of them are doing the same shot. Now you can see first, second, third, instead of people being like, oh, it was my toenail, you know? So, no, good. Okay, so guessing medium here.
Tall.
Oh, tall.
Short and tall, yeah. They split it into two.
Yeah. I mean, this is definitely where you're just like, most of these actually are not classic.
Yeah, they're just big.
Like, some people's midsections are just...
Yeah, not classic.
Not classic. Almost...
I can't even remember who won this one, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, tease.
Yeah, I know.
I do like 29 shape, yeah. I'm a fan of.
Really nice.
It's the small hips, isn't it?
That's it, isn't it? Like, with, I think having a tiny waist in classic just puts you like above and beyond straight away.
That being said, I think some further down the other side, so this guy here.
Yeah, it's pretty
I think he might be. Let's have a look, shall we? Oh, from the rear first. Oh, yeah, it's just great seeing from the rear in these images.
Yeah, like you said, though, like, not so one from the back, but makes such a difference. That's mad.
What? Yeah, madness, isn't it?
Back, though, bless him.
Boom. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very, very good.
20, is that 28? 28 has got a lot of, like, size as well.
Yeah. I think all of them, like, I know obviously it's, like, untested, but, like, a very good standard. Right?
For like a little, like, Welsh PCA, yeah. I am quite shocked.
Yeah.
That is a very good standard.
Yeah. I would
like, you could see them... Yeah, you could see them going and doing very well in NPC. Yeah. And a lot of the time as well, people don't because they think, oh, I wouldn't do very well or, you know? Very good. Right.
So we are masters over 40.
Over 40. Okay. Yeah. Boom. This is a good comparison.
Yeah.
This looks like a battle.
It does from the front.
Right. Right.
Yeah, like, I think from the front they're very comparable, but from the back... I'm done. I'm going home. Oh wait, I am home. From the back, the guy in red stands out by a...
I'm trying to stop. Okay. The guy in red.
Sorry, guys. Right. The guy in red is a lot denser, and yeah, I think just steals the show from the back for sure.
Yeah, I mean, great hamstrings. The guy in the black trunks, like, his hamstrings are coming through, but it's just almost. He potentially could be. I don't know if there's like over 50s, over 60s, etc., or if he maybe wanted to be in this category just because. But you almost think that the glutes are just nowhere near in, are they?
Yeah, no. Yeah, I think he needs to pull off quite a few, but I still don't even think, like, in completely diced condition he'd be comparable from the back. It just doesn't have the same shape.
Mate, like, they're squared off.
Yeah.
That is such a shot. Then again, then you do see this winning shot here, and like the adductors and everything. It's just like he seemed
incredible.
Yeah, he seemed to just get better and better throughout that presentation. Really,
yeah,
very good.
This is Masters over 50. He was the only one in the category.
I mean, anything I would really say, condition is there, but as an older athlete, I don't want to say it's not hard. That's rude, but like it is easier because they've got that thinner skin. I would like to see a little bit more size to be like if you're putting them in a big lineup, like a finals lineup, someone with a little bit more, width across the back, etc. would take it,
I agree.
But very good showing there.
I also don't know why they didn't put him on with the over 40s. Like, I think
that's
when it's like one person in a category, it seems like such a shame. Like, you might as well bring them on with the other category just so they can pose with people.
Yeah, I completely agree. Like they do that in some of the natty shows, don't they?
They do. And it just means like they're not on stage by themselves.
Yeah. Oh yes, is this a Dream Tan man?
Yeah, Dream Tan man.
I'm here for it. I love seeing a bit of Dream Tan.
Oh, see, I don't really like it. I just think it looks a bit.
Some people like that. I think he's rocking it.
Really?
Yeah, I kind of like it. But like
different color, like.
Yeah.
No, like I'm a pro tan girly. Like I love pro tan. I think it's great.
It is fantastic.
I don't know. Dream Tan for me just looks like too gold.
Yeah, man, but there's certain who would look great in Dream Tan? Alex Lord.
Maybe. Oh,
like
I don't know.
It's
I
just
think
that
if everyone had Dream Tan on, it would look better. But
yeah.
when there's one person in Dream Tan, I don't know. But I mean, you don't really fucking matter what tan he's got. He's clearly the best.
He literally is like full as a house.
Yeah,
striate, like cross.
Yeah, open men short for people listening.
Sorry, yeah, we got just way too into it.
Saying
that, so this is Christian's guy, right? Is it James?
Oh, I can't remember.
I want to say, you know what? He dropped me. No, I was messaging him today, James Taylor, about posing. So, and now I see why. No, I'm joking. Like the thing is, like it is a bit of a standout here. Like you can see who's presenting to the judges, and that is making the massive difference.
Yeah, I can't remember his name, but obviously the one that 35, like it's so effortless. Like he doesn't even look like he's trying. Like he just like holds his poses. Like you can't even see him breathing. Like it does make such a difference. And obviously complemented by the fact that he's got so much muscle.
That being said, obviously he does. Again, it could be like the photo. Is he put in some kind of like classic twist through the hip, or is he literally just holding himself?
On the day.
No. Okay, I was gonna say, like, sometimes I don't understand if people are kind of hitting classic variations when they're in bodybuilding. I almost feel like if they do that, they should just get like told off.
Yeah, like Vicky tells people off at BMBF. Shouts at people. This is not classic. Stop doing the vacuum. I'm like, yes.
But that's it. It's different. It's you're not in that category. It's not meant to be doing that. But anyway, so breaking this down, 37, great showing. Like, bought a good level of conditioning. Could definitely do with like either just getting a little bit, maybe even fuller to then fill out his midsection, or maybe just a little bit more abdominal work. And then I don't know, 34 if it is just a lighting, and comparing to the other two guys, he looks a little softer.
Yeah, he does. I think definitely more condition to be able to kind of hold his own. But yeah, definitely like a disadvantage of where I've taken the photo, I think.
We win some, we lose some. But yeah, James, I've actually followed him for a very long time. I'm a big fan. He's definitely someone like he just cracks on. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
He'll
he's
just
great.
yeah. I'm a big fan of his shape as well. And I don't know if you know what number 35, who like his name.
Not off the top of my head, no.
We'll call him Dream Tan Man. But yeah, absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, from behind, definitely top 2 stand out like by a mile.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of obvious, this one, isn't it?
Yeah, and then again, like between first and second it is quite obvious. Like first is just absolutely mind blowing. That is a shot.
It's mad.
Wow. Very, very good. Very nice. Oh my god, I thought that was Jake Amp then. Look at his face.
Yeah, pretty.
Doesn't it look like him?
Oh, look, another Dreamtime man.
Another Dreamtime man. They're listening
This is
to me.
men's medium.
This is a good lineup. I'm a big fan of this.
They look pretty tall.
So that's Zena's input for the day. Men's medium. They look pretty tall.
I don't know what the cutoff is height-wise, but again, like pretty. Yeah. Another solid like that. I will say, to be fair, for this show, the categories have been pretty stacked.
Yeah, even if there've only been a few within the lineup, they're still absolutely bringing it. Like that is pretty cool to see. I have like a bit of an idea who's going to be first, second, third here.
I think 41's shape is like wins it for me. Like just such a great taper, great quads, great condition to match.
Yeah. You know what? If anything, I think if 40 just brought his feet a bit closer together and was like, I actually reckon he'd be not too far off. And again, just like slightly presenting more to the judges, it just wouldn't have been that. Yeah, nice. Look at that for a rear as well. Like rear delts, top delts. Again, his waist is just so noticeable. You know, the blue trunks. Yeah. It's then that's going to make all the other proportions just look so much better. So much
better. And like glute ham conditioning, he's actually got like a really good glaze as well. Like he's like glazed his hamstrings in like the perfect way.
Yeah.
Tactical glazing.
That's mate. My ass was just all glazed last season.
I love that.
I was like, something, please.
When I was glazing Ethan, he was like, "You need to put more in this area and more in this area," and I was like, "Okay."
Yeah, mate. It's got to be done so that light reflects off it. I'm here for it. Yeah, there we go. Nice. That is. I'm glad to see that kind of pay off as well. That placing, because he does throughout all those shots that we saw as well. He looks effortless. He just looks. It's truly deserved, and I think 39 isn't too far off.
Pretty good as well. Just doesn't have as good shape, but unfortunately, that's the way it goes sometimes. Isn't it?
Genetically, you can't do anything about it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Is that Chris Swan?
I don't know.
I'm gonna just stalk his profile. You go. You carry on. So this is tall.
Yeah, open men's tall.
We've got Rhino.
Yeah. He looked really good, to be fair. Another great category, I think. 42. I don't know if his name's Chris. Hannah's gonna find out.
Do you know who 44 is?
No.
Okay.
Oh, but I do know the people supporting 44 was sat next to me. That's
it was Chris Swan.
Which one's Chris?
He's sponsored by Insights.
44.
The what?
Which number?
Oh, sorry, 42.
Oh, yeah, I thought it was that one.
Yeah.
He's great. Like I think he on the day, best shape and a great level of muscle and conditioning to match.
All these guys as well, like if they're all standing on par with Chris, like they are tall guys. And I know this is a tall category, but like they are bricks, like.
No, for sure. Rhino, I'd like to see a little bit more conditioned, and I think it's probably like the best he's looked, but in like photos and things, he was a lot leaner. He looked a lot leaner like the days leading up. So whether or not there's like some minor adjustments, but really good place to be for this point in the season, I think.
Yeah, I mean, even comparing to the last time he prepped, I believe he may have only done one show or didn't get to stage. I can't really remember, but I remember, I think it was just one show maybe. I remember the look, and it is worlds apart. Like the level of muscle density that he's just building momentum every single year, and it is very, very cool to see. But like you say, like I agree in terms of then getting a better placing, etc., as the season goes on. And it might have been that return to stage, the kind of stress nerves of it all might have even just been little impacts like that. But yeah, I'll be honest, like Chris's shape for me just stands out by a landslide. Like everything's in proportion. Number 44, he's got incredible legs. Like you can even see like the glutes from the front, and his lats are a standout. But is it one of those that it's almost like he then would have to bring up everything to match the lats?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Right?
Did I see the back shot for these guys?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, back double.
Yeah, that again, that definitely does show the kind of level of conditioning that's just a little bit more needed.
All very good guys.
Very good. That must have been a heavy lineup. That. But no, really, really good. Oh, that's a very good winning shot as well.
Yeah. And I think, I would agree with the placings.
Yeah, for sure. And okay. Girlies, mate, this toned figure lineup, I saw this lineup and I turned to my friend and I went, I'm never doing toned figure again. Because how stacked are they?
I know, but like I always get this with PCA. I sometimes struggle with the like differentiation between toned and athletic, because for me, like the winner, like while she's not necessarily as like big as the girls in athletics, she was very hard, and I think like for me, like that's not really a toned figure look.
I hear you.
And I think sometimes in shows I like completely agree with the toned figure, and sometimes in shows like the people winning toned figure for me are not toned figure, and likewise with athletic. And I think the separation is getting like less and less between the categories.
Yeah. So I think the biggest thing that I will always say when someone says, oh, but what's the difference between toned and athletic, is I would be like, shape is everything in toned. But then the PCA posing workshop that they held, apparently it was said that shape wins in every figure category. Okay. So like you, even in athletic, again, I'm just hearing through the grapevine here, so hopefully there's been no kind of like accidental wrong words or whatever, so but just don't take it as gospel. But apparently, it's been that even in athletic, shape would still win over like the most conditioned.
Fine.
So that's something that I've then taken forwards into like thinking, etc. But I do hear what you mean. Especially I saw her photos and on Instagram, like separate, like away from this. First place, absolutely phenomenal physique, but I do think that it's almost as if she's got the athletic abilities, just that maybe she could have, when you look at like coming in from the rear, just like bringing in a little bit more tighter, and then she would have been absolutely spot on for athletic.
Yeah, because she was hard.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I agree.
I agree.
Yeah.
Do you post second place? What is that?
Yeah, so second place is Michaela, and mate, when I say this girl has been prepping for, I want to say like a year.
Really?
I love her to pieces, but I have no idea how she's still going.
Oh my god.
She's been so lean for so long,
Wow.
and it blows my mind. But yeah, she absolutely smashed it. So this is her first season in figure as well.
Wow.
She was
Okay.
in
She did
bikini.
great.
Yeah.
Really nice. Okay. So figure for sure.
Yeah, definitely suits figure. So I remember our first lesson, and she was like, "Yeah, like, do you think that I can?" And I was like, I was like, "Yeah." And again, she's definitely really great for tone figure. Like, she has got a good amount of tissue, but like genetically, where she holds her body fat, like again, that kind of shape, her waist is still really nice and small, lats, delts, taper coming in.
Yeah.
It is a great look. Third place, I think even for toned figure, I would still like to see more conditioning.
Yeah, me too.
That being said, I was about to say I think she might have been an older lady, but I don't think she is. I think it's just a bad photo.
No, I think she is. She's definitely like looked a bit older.
Yeah, compared to the other two, like the other two are probably like maybe late 20s, early 30s kind of vibe.
Yeah. And I
So
think
that's always quite difficult, isn't it?
it is, and I think just her posing as well, the number 45 could be a little bit better to just help her out.
Yeah, very strong. Oh, look at them.
I love the winning shots.
Yeah, they're just like beaming, aren't they? Right. Yeah.
Rosie B.
What a lot. Saying that, right? Looking at this lineup, then when we obviously have just discussed that lady that was winning in toned, putting her in this lineup, she probably would have looked absolutely swamped. So maybe on the day it did make sense, right?
Yeah, I know for sure. But yeah, Rosie in first place. And for those of you that don't know, Rosie competed the same year as me in 2020 in bikini, junior bikini, and now she has come, 4 years later, athletic figure, straight up, gone from junior bikini to athletic figure. And what a fucking transformation. Like, this girl has gone from, I can't even, like, just look at her profiles and go back down, because absolutely amazing, and she suits figure so much.
To a T.
Yeah,
well,
I remember getting off stage in 2020, and she said to me then, she's like, "I'm gonna do figure," and I was like, what? Like, just because it was completely out of the blue. And then obviously watching him very closely, because I know Rosie really well. For the last 4 years, you can just see it like developing, and now it's kind of come to fruition. It's like, wow.
And she's got like a condition, right?
Yeah, POTS.
Okay, what's that for people that might not know?
Oh, I'm gonna.
Oh shit! Sorry, put you on the spot. No, don't worry. But basically, at the end of the day, that's surely going to make any kind of journey a little bit more difficult, right? Like, the fact is that she's been doing all of this, and she's not been like, "Oh, I've got this, so I can't," right?
Yeah, like, I know she has like a lot of like digestion things, and like it's like a syndrome. Like, you can like pass out and faint and things, and if anybody that doesn't kind of know her Instagram is the POTS coach, so you can just go down that, and she kind of explains everything in a lot of detail with what she posts content wise. But yeah, it's definitely not been an easy prep. So I think her and Christian have managed it so well to get to this point.
What I would be actually interested in knowing, because I didn't know Rosie back in the day, when she did step off stage in bikini, did she, look like she suited bikini back then? Or was it one of those where it was like, maybe, you could do figure? Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, for sure. Like, I think like she looked good in bikini.
Yeah.
But like, from her back shot, like, I always knew that it was a figure back shot,
Yeah.
She always had so much muscle, like, upper back. But also just like great shape. She just needed size, which, 4 years off the stage, she built that size, and everything's just got so much bigger. And now, like, she's figure, isn't she? All over.
Yeah, absolutely stunning. We will be speaking about her later as well, because she did back-to-back shows, didn't she?
I know, bless. Crazy. But
So
second and third, great.
What?
Absolutely
Second
great.
and third, absolutely phenomenal. Can't even speak. Taking Rosie out the equation, like those other two ladies could have won any other athletic lineup.
For sure. And I think this shot hasn't got us looking at second in a very good shot, I don't think. But third place here, you can just see just how hard and conditioned she was. And she's a lot like smaller framed than Rosie was, which was difficult when they were next to each other. But an absolutely amazing athletic figure.
51. I hope she doesn't like take this in a bad way. She almost looked like she'd be really good in like natural women's physique.
Yeah, no.
You know what I mean? Like that kind of small frame, like that really grainy kind of look. Like she does, again, it could just be the image, but she looks harder than Rosie.
Oh yeah, she is. And she's older as well. So
so it's that look, isn't it?
A bit like Nick Cottrell. Oh,
yeah. Oh, okay. This is good to see. So now we are turning to the back. Obviously, you can just see here that, like, the only thing like with athletic that they do definitely want to see is like making sure there's a lot more condition in that lower half. Like again, if people are confused between toned and athletic, to me the biggest difference is going to be that back shot. Like that glute ham tie-in needs to be like there in athletic, defined. Can't be soft.
He had like striated glutes, you know, like in there.
Very good. Very, very good. Nice to see. Oh, it's just the Rosie show. No,
sorry. I was trying to get to that category. I ended up obviously taking photos of Rosie, and then I was like, wait, I actually don't have any of the lineup. But I sent this one to you because I think it just shows like so much shape and everything.
What I do like as well is that this shot has allowed us to see 49 in a much better light as well. You can see that level of conditioning that she brought, the level of like density, even through a midsection of chest and delts, so that is a very, very cool shot to see. But even
you
just
can see everyone's arm, like just poking in the side.
Yeah.
Cool.
And even just comparing the arm, Rosie looks as if she's got like a full-blown schlong going on. So
absolute madness. Before we go on to two bros, I didn't actually get any pictures of the women's trained figure who actually went on to take the overall. I think her name was Violet. Oh my god, she is absolutely ridiculous. If you can see it on the PCA.
Oh my god, yes.
Absolutely incredible. Like she came out onto stage and I genuinely was so shocked I didn't even take a photo. Like very
wow, what a look. Yeah, mate, this is actually phenomenal. What have you seen? So she did a check-in. Sam Jones coaching. Who's Sam Jones coaching? Wow. And look at her glutes.
Yeah, absolutely incredible. Like peeled to the bone.
Yeah, very, very good. I hope to see her in more shows. Oh no way! She did PCA Muscle Talk in July. Wow. Even seeing her her transformation from Feb to July that her coach has put up, that is pretty cool to see. I think that she would do very well in NPC.
Same, yeah, I think she'd be great.
That would be pretty cool to see as well.
Yeah.
Cool. Interesting. Wow. Right, that's a wrap on.
Sorry, guys, that's all we've got from PCA. I actually only stayed for the first section. Sorry.
That being said, actually, just like a real quick shout out, because I do know that Josh came back to stage. Josh Wall. Now, he is like a Welsh renowned name. Yeah. Anyone that doesn't know who Josh Wall is, probably hasn't been competing as long as us, but I've known of him for a very long time. I swear he came away from the stage to like be a dad and everything, didn't he? And he's just like come back, and he is men's physique. Like he blows it out the water. Again, he's posing his presentation, like his whole shot.
Yeah.
Just flawless, fantastic. And it was really, really cool to see him take the overall as well.
Yeah, no, he very well deserved.
Yeah, amazing. Okay, so going into sorry, I've just found the oh no way. I've just found the toned figure winner, Nat Roberts, coached by Agnes WPD, that I've seen at multiple shows because she's coached by Small But Mighty. Isn't it funny, like how it all kind of like you can go on a trail of like coach by coach. That's a look. Right, anyway, I'm gonna go down a rabbit hole, so let's move on. So we have here, I'm also gonna get these up on my phone because
for people on Spotify, we're now moving on to the Two Bros show.
Which actually, sorry, go on.
Nope, that was it from me.
I was gonna say, which actually was the day before, but in how we sent the photos, because we are incapable, we just sent them a bit backwards, but it's all good. So we have
living her best life.
I was getting my steps in Ibiza. But we have so many photos. This is a Raistrick Rumble, and I've actually just had a little full circle moment, because within this second I've just realised this was my show last season.
Oh, look at us.
I mean, I placed fourth, but right. Yeah, you know what? 4th out of 7.
That's not bad.
In an NPC, untested, I'll take it.
Yeah,
and this is a very good show, like every year, in my opinion. If anyone ever wants to actually stand on an NPC stage within the UK and wants it to be competitive, always go for Raistrick Rumble. Like in my or like towards September onwards. Anything before that, you're probably going to be standing on stage on your own.
Yeah,
that's
true.
So yeah, this was a good lineup, and a big shout out to Paige. Paige actually sent all these across, and they're fantastic. So we have women's Jesus Christ.
Sorry.
We have women's physique masters 40 plus here. Wow. Right?
Wow.
Big up them. This is an excellent shot. We've got again women's physique, and then that's it for. No, surely not.
Both of these girls are good, to be fair.
Yeah, very, very good.
I'd like to see. I know me and you are like the condition police, but like for an NPC show, for me, for this category, like you need to be diced, and I think both of these could definitely pull off a bit more.
Yeah, for sure. Again, like with the age as well, like you've got the ability to, in all honesty. So yeah, cool. I think again, amazing physiques, and it's so cool to see people in this category as well. Like big shout out for that. But yeah, just bringing in a little bit more condition. Again, though, the only thing is with NPC, a lot of people do use. I don't know if this was a pro qual or a qualifier for the British.
To do the one that you can win your pro card in.
Yes. So I think sometimes people do just turn up.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that this was the case, but like it does.
Tick box it.
Yeah. It's just, it can be just a tick box. No, you don't even have to place to then be able to go forwards into the kind of, actual. Exactly. So that's something to also keep in mind here. Oh my gosh, yes. Right. So do you know who she is on the left?
No, but what? Wow.
Yeah, mate, followed her for so long.
Really? Look at this. Her quads, delts, abs. Wow.
You know what's really cool as well? I'm gonna find her profile. She was doing another category for
Really?
sure.
What one?
Like she was aiming for I swear she was aiming for like wellness.
Wow.
And she was coached by she was coached by Mark, as in Kuba and Mark.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I believe she's Irish, so you know, like over that way, obviously. But now I believe she's coached by Christian.
Okay.
And she is an absolute workhorse. I want to say like her name on Instagram. I'm just trying to find it. It's like coached by MV or oh no, why is it always the way when you can't find it? But anyway, I'll have to send you her profile later. But absolutely, yeah, she completely
stand out. Like wow,
stands out.
You know, if she was eliminated, I'm presuming she's won. But if she was like completely eliminated, I think the other one is like, you know, great physique, could do with a little bit more conditioning, a little probably more lat would help her out. But like stole the show, the girl on the left. Like
yeah,
wow.
Because even though with women's physique, yes, like I just still think shape is still so important. I think a lot of the time people do just think, oh, like size. But I think you still have to have that aesthetic look. And this is it. And she looks so effortless in how she is presenting as well. Like she just looks and look stunning.
Well. Yeah.
So stunning.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, yeah.
I'm honestly just in awe. I'm like, wow.
Look at that side profile.
So good. Like sometimes in my brain, I'm like, if I was assisted, I wonder what I could look like. And
I think I actually was having that conversation the other day.
I'm like, wow.
One of the reasons that I don't think that I will go assisted is because imagine you do it and you look worse, or like you just don't fulfill that, like you don't fulfill that kind of thought process in your head. You go assisted and you're like, why do I look the same?
Yeah, I know, but no, she is phenomenal.
Yeah, I mean, you can see now that she definitely did wellness training for a little bit because those glutes
kind of helps her out here because she's got the back to match anyway, and now she's got these massive glutes, like
nails.
Pro worthy for sure.
Yeah, I will be very excited to see the rest of her season. Like just every shot.
She's just phenomenal.
Every shot.
I can't even tell you like a weakness for her.
No, me neither. Okay, actually, if I was like being really brutal, I would say here, like arms.
Yeah.
Like again, that's just trying to pick something.
Yeah.
But
chest maybe, but
yeah.
But then
again,
her chest is great, so
yeah. So we'll just shut up. Okay, going into the next category. So this is women's physique again, but this is like the height classes.
Okay.
So wow.
All of these girls' legs, I'm like, Jesus Christ. I think the girl on the left, like her, I've said this before, but like her midsection draws me in so much.
Draws
so
straight away.
And just like beautiful shape to match. Then like the one in the middle again, just like a lovely shape. Like her adductors,
like they've got adductors on them.
Literally, right? Like they are like she definitely like gym pins plus gym pins.
Yes, mate. 1,000%. Again, like such pop as well. Like they're bringing such hardness here, but also such a great pop, which can be quite difficult to balance, assisted or not. Like you still have to find that like fine line between. Lady in the Red is beautiful, like so great, like brought in an amazing amount of condition. But I do think that, you know what, even if bringing in her bikini more centered. I actually think, I think the bikini being so wide
making her look worse.
It's making her lats look smaller.
Yeah, for sure.
So like bringing her, you know how you look at Blue, the one on the left's bikini, it's really close in.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And that's very interesting. That's something that I hadn't even necessarily considered previously.
Yeah, no, and even, I don't know, maybe even tightening like the back strap. I don't know what, but like you said, I think maybe she just needs it taken in the middle a little bit.
Just like fully pulling in.
Yeah.
In it, yeah. And almost in my head then thinking conditioning is great, and it is obviously, she is more conditioned here in this shot. Is that why that she's maybe got a little less up top, you know? It's again finding the balance between pop hardness. So
Yeah.
oh my god, look at the glutes on the left.
Wow. Insane.
You know what I love as well, you know, when you can see that real thick line coming into the oblique.
That is, yeah, wow. And I think actually on this shot, like the girl on the right takes over the one in the middle, like shape-wise. Really.
Yeah.
I really like that side shot for her. But
And I think it does show like the importance of like, getting the bikini right even.
Yeah.
Because look here, again, the lats are big.
Yeah, they are. Pretty, yeah.
Nice.
Wow,
oh my god. Right, okay. Left is like got about 4 backs.
Honestly, I'm actually just a bit speechless. Like, wow.
What is really quite interesting to see is obviously this is all a single height class. It's quite cool to actually see the fact that they're still so different.
Yeah, it is.
I really like that.
Legs are huge.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm liking the kind of the density that the red does have. Like, I do like erectors
for sure.
Yeah, that whole presentation as well, like reared out, topped out. Also, like the glutes are definitely and hamstrings. Like I like how much we're seeing that she's got the right amount of drive back through the hips.
Yeah.
Obviously with two bros. Oh my god.
I haven't seen any of these photos yet, so I'm just here like feel like I'm watching a show. Like I'm like, whoa.
What? These
wow. These
right.
girls.
Yeah, so this is class C. We've got here, and I do know, spoiler alert, that I believe the lady on the left got overall.
Okay, she's phenomenal. I would like to see the overall lineup though together for sure.
Yeah, you will. You will. It's coming.
But yeah, wow. But right, like I don't know why I've said this about every single person, but like these girls' quads, all of their quads are like beefy.
Yeah. It just shows the complete what I'm really appreciating this in this show is like you are seeing the difference in women's physique and figure. No, it's not close.
No.
It's nowhere near close. Yeah. It's not, lose a kilo. No, it's a different breed.
Completely different.
It's insane. It's so good. Wow. I mean, we can
traps on the left.
Yeah. I can kind of see as well, like as we are clicking through, even though there were only 2 on stage, like you can see putting her next to everyone else, like she has got that overall look. Like again, the shape, she may not be the biggest.
Yeah.
But she's captivating, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And then finally this is class D, and it is only one girl, but I believe this is Amazonian on Instagram. Have you heard of her?
No.
So I think I've followed her for a while. Penelope. I believe she's also coached by Small But Mighty. Yeah, she actually looks phenomenal. Really, really great. Her routine shots was so cool as well. It was like I believe she doesn't, or I don't see much anyway. I believe she doesn't post like loads. You know, not that people need to, but it's quite nice, you know, when then oh my god, I'm gonna send you this. Let me send you this video because they did a pose down for the overall. Oh my god, it's so cool. Right, you enjoy that. And I'll just click through. So yeah, all her images here, like her back is insane, peeled to the bone. Hamstrings. I believe like yes, so much muscle. Yeah, and I really like how she presents. She presented quite differently to the others. Yes, very feminine.
I am actually going to leave you 1 second to run for a wee, so you can talk about this figure, and I'll be.
Okay. Can't hold it. Okay, so hello everyone on my own. Right, we're gonna go into figure now. So to be honest, it's probably a good thing that Zena's gone for a wee because we are back in with Rosie, and she does look absolutely phenomenal here. She's standing next to one other lady. So I believe that this was the not the only class, but it would be the height class. The lady on the right is amazing density. Like her quads look maybe double. Like her quads are insane. The lady on the right, like
wow.
what? Yeah, very, very good. I think she could have got away with a little bit more conditioning. And that's just by seeing the back shot, in all honesty. It's still great, but I think because Rosie did present so well with her back, her lower half conditioning, it makes anyone kind of look a little bit softer. What I would absolutely love to see is the lady like on the right, like using her height, right? Like it's almost, you know how the giant, when he steps on stage, like he uses his height, used to, where he would just like go into it. He'd like lean into the fact that he was so much taller. If she actually like lifted through her shoulders, like especially in that back shot, that would just bring out so much more conditioning, but also so much more length and width to those lats.
Yeah, that's
like,
the thing. I actually think she's wider than Rosie.
So much wider.
100%. And she's got bigger
just
quads,
crunching. Yeah.
Yeah, she's just not posing as well. I think delts, but also, like you said, conditioning. And on a different day, if she had like a few more things, I think she could easily take it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Rosie's just so complete in that picture, you know.
That's it. Like again, like even if she just like bent through the knees a little bit more, she probably would have got a little bit more conditioning through the lower.
Lifted up hamstring as well.
Yeah, like they're so thick, like there's so much muscle there. Look at that shot. Oh, I just want to pull out those lats. I want to find out who it is and measure, but I can't because I'm not a coach, but you know what I mean? Yeah. I just want to be like, let me pull those lats out for you, please. Yeah. But no, an absolutely incredible presentation regardless. Yeah, what a woman. Now going into Masters figure here. Again, a great presentation, like especially, I'm not going to say especially for a Masters athlete, but you know, Masters sometimes within an assisted federation isn't always as well presented because represented. That's what I meant. Because, you know, it may have been that you fill your cup, don't you, within using assistance, and that you've had to kind of come away. So it is really, really like sick to see. I do like that. She's got great level of conditioning, especially, you know, when you think about a Masters athlete, sometimes they can have that like lip under the glute, and it can be quite hard to take that away and like present well. And you can just see it in that front shot as well, like coming into those hip flexors. Nice.
I love that. That's like my favorite part.
Yeah, very, very
she looks great. But yeah, like you said, I think to be like really competitive, probably more size as well.
Yes. If you're thinking like of an overall lineup, etc., like just a little bit more like tissue there. I'm also obsessed with the bikini. I think she really rocks it. Like it's it's a very like unusual one, and I think it works so well. Now we don't have great photos, but she definitely deserves like one of the biggest shout outs.
Wow.
Is he?
What is this human? This is like literally like made in a lab.
Yeah, so stunning.
Wow.
Coached by Louis Blackmore, right?
Yeah, first
And
time
do
on
you know
stage.
her?
I followed her for like 3 years, I think. Pretty much since she started her Instagram, I followed her. And just seeing like where she's come from has been incredible. But I think the last year, you know, since she's been on prep and everything, just really like just shows how freaking much muscle this girl has. But like, I think because I follow her a while, I've seen her training and she's so strong. So it's like, you know,
Not
like,
surprising.
yeah, like you'd almost like expect it. But
Yeah.
I honestly, she's young as well and natural. So just wow.
Just so much potential.
Wow,
right?
absolutely. Just so much dense muscle for such a young age. And yeah, first time on stage and she looked incredible.
I think a back shot does kind of say everything within figure, whether someone is going to do well in figure or not. And I'm not just saying this because it's like, oh, cry me a river, I'm not figure. But where someone is genetically like predisposition to carry like a good amount of body fat, like if you're able to see adductors and hamstrings like that, but then have such a full glute, like that is just, that's so good. Like,
you know, I've seen on I don't know, I might be making this up, but I don't think I am. I'm pretty sure she said at one point in the last few years that she wanted to do wellness at one point, which probably complements like how much glute and leg tissue she has.
right.
But I mean, she's perfect for figure as well.
Yeah, so, stunning, absolutely stunning.
Look at it. And even just like the conditioning through her like quads on the side is phenomenal for such a young athlete as well. Like,
and perfect for NPC.
Yeah.
Like she's not, you know, she's not dry. She's conditioned to the right point, full. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited to see her in person at somewhere like the Natty shows this year.
Yes. Do you know what she's doing?
WNBF, UKFBA, I think.
Nice. As in Heart of England?
I'm pretty sure she was, but I don't think she's doing Heart of England anymore because I saw a post saying she was like 4 weeks out. So I presume WNBF, but then it's open finals, isn't it, for UKFBA? So
yeah,
I'm guessing if I had to say yes, she'd just be doing the open finals.
Yeah, I don't really understand that.
I know, it's a bit weird this year. And the like Heart of England show is obviously the novice and open show on the same day. But I know we spoke about it last time. It's going to be crazy.
Yeah. Crazy. It'll be a good show though. I'm very excited for it. The energy is going to be unreal.
Will I see you there?
Yeah.
See you on Saturday.
Is it like 2 days? I'll see you on Saturday, girl.
Should we do a live bodybuilding?
That is happening. That is actually happening. We'll just like sub it at the beginning of this. Right, on to the next. I actually realised that, my bad, the lady before in the khaki kind of camo was actually novice figure. Okay. Now this is masters.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, she looks like a masters figure.
Yes. Yeah, for sure. So, great.
You left masters as well.
So then that was page. Blah, blah, blah. Then this is true novice.
Okay, fine.
So I think she did her category, and then true novice like joined her.
Fine. Okay.
Ooh, I like her on the left.
I was gonna say, and I really like that suit.
Yeah. Wow.
Lovely.
I'm a big fan of that. True novice basically means you've never done an NPC show though. Okay. So you could have done any other show.
That's mad.
Yeah. Because I did true novice last year.
I love that.
However many.
As many as you want in Two Bros.
Say what?
Can you enter like as many categories as you want?
I believe so. But it's expensive, so I don't recommend it. I think most people try and do 2 because if I'll say anything from like the difference between an NPC with others, it is so fast. Like, and I'm not just, like PCA, you kind of still feel like there's like a day. Whereas with this, you go backstage at 12, you're on stage at 12:20, you're off by 12:30. You're like, what?
Done.
Yeah, what? I'm going home now? Because they do their overalls straight after as well. Like, if you're in that, like, it is literally like boom, boom, boom. And you're like, okay, we are done.
Wow.
Which is kind of cool. I do like that. Like, I do like the fact that
a day out.
Yeah, you drive home and you're like, right, now I can shower and go for a meal instead of getting home at like 2 a.m., right?
Yeah.
And that's me all the way, and it, from Maidenhead or whatever, so. But anyway, big fan of this true novice on the left. Not sure who she is, but the shape and structure that she has is very promising.
Yeah, exciting future.
Yeah. And then we're going into figure A. So this is Eleanor.
She's huge.
She is massive. So, you know what's really cool? So, I've only kind of been, I don't know, like friends with her for a very short period of time. We've just been speaking, those types of people that you end up voice noting and you're both just so obsessed with like training and this and stats and this, and it's like, oh my God, tell me everything.
Yeah.
We've kind of been having like those kinds of conversations. She hasn't been on stage since 2021 when she was natty.
What?
Yeah. And I only found that out because she was like, I was following you, Hannah, because you were natty.
I'd love
and
to
I
see
was natty.
photos.
Mate, she looks phenomenal, natty.
Wow.
Yeah, like an outstanding and you can tell because look at her.
Yeah, insane.
She trains out of Ultraflex Rotherham.
Wow.
She is also a veterinary surgeon.
Stop it.
Yeah. She's also an online coach.
Oh my God, what a freaking legend.
Like, look at her. Yeah, I will actually. Yeah, she's absolutely mind-blowing.
So cool.
And you know what? I'm on the wrong one.
How much muscle?
Yeah, so much muscle.
I kind of like to see her in women's bodybuilding. Get rid of the heels.
So this is where it gets interesting. Obviously, this is going to be ever so slightly different. Has that come through? Has that
I don't know.
Yeah, it has. So this is going to be a slightly different kind of almost like update. And she has posted it, so it's not that, I'm spilling any secrets here. Mm-hmm. So as you've just said, like, she is standing out as like, wow, she's got a lot of tissue.
Yeah.
And it's quite, I can imagine, almost annoying if people are there like, oh, you should do this, you should do that, when you're like, I want to do figure. Yeah. She's comparing herself to, figure pros. She wants to be a pro. Yeah. If you're standing next to Meg Sylvester is not small. So, you're just thinking, let's pack on as much muscle as possible. That being said, her structure, where she's managed to build that tissue and the look in itself. By the way, this is just her first outing. She's going to get so much more diced. Yeah. Like, and like from the side, like, look at that thickness.
Wow.
And her back.
That's actually crazy.
Right? She's going to go extremely far. Now, the feedback that she got, she actually reached out to like numerous people that, she respects their opinion, because at the end of the day, she doesn't want just any Sally's opinion. Yeah. So I believe she spoke to Meg in the gym, and Meg said definitely women's physique. Yeah. But she then also spoke to a judge, and they said, women's physique for sure, but potentially bodybuilding.
Yeah. She's just so much muscle.
So much muscle.
Yeah.
It's madness. So good. So basically plans are in place. She's got still X amount of shows. I've said to her that she needs to go to do a European.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
Get out the UK.
Yeah.
Like that is gonna be, she's gonna be very good in a lineup like that. So yeah, plans are in place, and I don't know if she has disclosed those plans, but basically so I'm not going to like digress too much, but basically she's going to like test the waters with a few things, do a few different shows with the ones that she's kind of got planned, but at the same time take it as it comes, which I massively respect as well. Oh my god, forgot to mention she coaches herself.
Stop.
Yeah.
Crazy.
She does her own tan, hair, makeup. She does her own posing. She coaches herself.
What a legend. Wow. So cool. Amazing.
Or, like, yeah, I've got no words. But anyway, massive shout out to her for being just a fucking legend, to be fair. Okay, now on to, I believe that this is like just normal figure, which as in like normal height class, because obviously Izzy's in this. Yeah, so this is B. Great showing.
Yeah,
like
it's a really good lineup.
Yeah.
The two girls in the middle like stand out on condition.
Look at that, is a shot.
It's amazing.
Very, very good.
So much more kind of like everything through the like middle of the back.
Yeah.
Which is just crazy. Like not just erectors, like traps, delts, everything.
Yeah. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, I almost thought then that this was overall, but that wouldn't make sense. Yeah, this is amazing. I saw this lineup and I actually replied to Paige being like, what a fucking show.
Crazy.
After seeing this photo.
Literally so freaking.
Because I look at that. Her in the green.
So hard, isn't it?
Oh, I love it. She's fantastic. That kind of, when you can see, to be honest, Izzy's got it as well. You know where it's like a grabbable lat. That lat is literally like it's gonna hold a cup.
Yeah. So
yeah.
Good.
I'm a big fan of that.
Yeah, to be fair, like Izzy holds her own.
She does.
So good to see.
She really, really does. And then now here we're going into C.
Yeah.
No, D. Figure class D. Which again, we have seen obviously Rosie and the lady on the right before. The one in the not middle, but second in.
Roxy glutes.
Right. She was on stage with me last year.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Amazing woman. Amazing athlete. Like, she's fucking hilarious as well. Look at her.
Yeah, she's great.
So good.
Really nice.
I actually really like her physique. I'm not taking anything away from Rosie at all, but I believe that she placed second, and I think Rosie won like again in this lineup. But I personally do really like her physique.
Really and I love her legs. Like I love it when figures like legs are almost like together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And full.
Yeah. And like the tiny like hips as well. Like it's not that she's got this genetic fridge waist or anything at all. Like she's going to be very good. And she's actually coached by Callum, pro coach.
Cool. Nice.
So she's going to be coming in for, obviously, like the aim is coming in for the British.
Yeah.
And she is, gunning for it in the sense of like she wants to go for pro card, etc. She's been doing this a very long time. She puts the work in. She is also one of those kind of like dark horses, and I really do love it.
So cool.
So good. So we do have the winners here. So I am gonna not skim past, but they are what we thought. Yeah, with literally. Oh, Red got second, which I'm glad about.
Yeah,
if people not watching. Yeah, that side shot. Yeah, amazing again. So the lady that we spoke about earlier, first place, that lady was on her own. So this is women's physique overall now.
Okay, cool. It's crazy. It's so cool to see them like all next to each other.
Yeah.
Absolute madness.
Wow. You know what? It's not even far off though, is it?
No.
You know? Like that, her conditioning in her legs is probably what's called it. Yeah. And her midsection, because we've got to remember, like, it is abdominals. Like, abdominals and thighs are also a thing. You can't just, like, take that out. Yeah, there we go.
Look at those abs.
Yeah. So good.
Whacking Sarah in the face.
She's like, girl, I don't care. I got my belt. No, absolutely insane. And then, yeah, Rosie took first in that category. And then the lady in orange in that category, which we said she was diced. Yeah. I reckon that would have been quite close between these two, though.
I think so too, yeah.
Yeah, and then we've got the Masters one here, that was the novice. Yeah, so Rosie took first place there. Yeah, then second. Like, look at those legs while she's standing like that.
Amazing.
Wow. I don't even know, what would you say to even bring that in? You know what, actually, I think I've heard the feedback that she got last year, and it was something along the lines of they don't want ridiculous conditioning in quads, but they obviously want it in like hamstring and glutes.
Okay.
Which it does make sense for figure instead of, like, as in amateur figure. But it's where it's really difficult, because I know, like, even on a personal level, I can't do that.
Yeah, no, it's like you said, it's where you hold fat, isn't it?
It's just the way it is, right? Yeah, so here's the overall.
I can't even cope with the girl on the right legs. Like,
yeah, it's like all three of them. Yeah, Eleanor's legs in that overall lineup shot is basically everyone else's legs
put together. Madness, absolute madness.
And then Rosie, she took the overall, which again, like, it is a beautiful feminine, shape, taper, tiny waist, massive delts and lats. Yeah. And we did see the fitness as well. The routines, they were great.
I love that category.
I really like the fact that obviously they are actually looking at the routine choreography. They're actually taking so much into it instead of just physique. That's also
followed the girl on the left, Izzy, for a long time now, actually, and like this has been like a long time coming. So cool. She moved to Australia this year, and I think she came back for the show. And yeah, it's like I've followed her, so like it's been so cool to see her like actually do this prep, and like all of like, it's crazy with fitness. I don't think anybody like considers how many hours they spend doing freaking gymnastics. Like, it's mad.
It blows my mind.
Really nice to see her on stage. And I like, from the looks of like her Instagram, she really enjoyed it as well, which is nice to see.
Yeah, that's so good. That's always
she's
such
only
a
like
big
20
thing.
as well.
Mad.
Yeah.
Because I know she's coached by Cam, because I'd only seen like snippets of like, Cam sharing stories and things like that. So I did I say I saw her prep. I didn't, but like I watched it through Cam's stories, which was pretty cool to see in itself.
Yeah, cool.
Right, final category. We've got welly ass.
Welly ass.
So yeah, absolutely.
Come on, turn it over.
The what?
I want to see their bum.
yeah, there you go.
Thanks. Wow.
Yeah. So good, right?
Yeah, absolutely insane. I love like a strong pair of adductors as well. Like, I
think
you always want what you don't have.
Yeah.
Really cool.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, the lady on the right, I actually taught her. She used to be coached by She's So Amy.
Okay. Yeah.
In her first season, and she did PCA, and I taught her absolutely everything, and I'm extremely proud of that. She absolutely dominated last season.
Yeah.
And now she's moved to, I'm trying to find her profile so I can get it correct, but I'm not going to be able to. I've got it. So I think she moved to either Jace or like Centaur, like coached by.
I think I've seen bits of her on my Instagram.
She's called Lauren.
Okay.
But yeah, I think, is it the Centaur?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's under Team Jace. So yeah, now she's coached by her. And I believe like they do posing as well. So
I think
but
for me the girl on the left would be more bikini at this point.
1,000%. She's
just just not enough muscle yet.
Not enough muscle yet, and I think even in a bikini lineup, I don't think it would be.
Just needs, like a time. That's it. Like just get into like a full off season and spend some time like really just glowing, because she's got good genetics for it. She just needs more size.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the lady in the middle. I think
I really like the front pose as well.
Yeah, she's presenting really well. I think it's just that Lauren is a lot shorter, so she looks a lot, and also brought in a hell of a lot more condition. And almost as well, like you can just see the difference in that pushing back and up. Like the girl in the middle, I almost want to give her a wedgie to like push those glutes up instead of just back. And that would really transform the pop through the top. Then we've got, this is Ellie. Ellie's coached by
Instagram.
Yeah, so Paige?
Yeah.
This is Paige's
her coach.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I recognise. I literally only followed her from last week, but obviously I've seen bits of her from Paige before.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, so I believe it's her first time on stage.
Really?
She's been like pushing towards this for like 10 years, but it was always like life, business, everything kind of happened. So that was amazing. Yeah. And she's coached by Carly. Yeah. So Carly, brought her in really well.
Nice.
She really presented like something pretty amazing. I think she's, I want to say like mid 40s. So,
nice.
just really doing it for herself, if anything. Moving on to height class again, like this is a very good comparison.
I mean, the girl on the right, like just the shape of her glutes and like the ham tie and adductors, it's just stand out, isn't it?
Yes.
Really good.
Yeah. And I just think, when it comes to, again, an overall, which I'm going to just burst everyone's bubble, Lauren got that overall. You can just tell, like, from that first look, you're just like, you.
Yeah, for sure.
In.
She is wellness.
Yeah. I mean, this lady was, again, the next height class here, and look at that density, though.
Yeah.
That is again, I genuinely would say that this is one of the first like amateur wellness lineups that I've been like, okay, let's go.
Yeah, like we said it before, didn't we? Like it's just getting better and better, which is so good to see. And I think people are like genuinely like understanding the category now, which is good.
Yeah.
But yeah, so good. Calf as well. I love a good calf.
Yeah, really, really nice. And I think this is Chelsea Wands.
She's really good.
Yeah, do you remember her?
No.
Right, so coached by Cuba back in the day, used to do bikini. I want to say years ago, and then I believe that she potentially again moved to like Jace. I think Jace is like the wellness go-to.
Wellness guy.
But yeah, really great. That's a big transformation as well. Yeah. She was a good bikini athlete, but it was, I think that maybe you used to like have that kind of hard look, that in bikini it's almost like, like I think she already had that hard look. So like, look at that, like pocket.
Really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really, really good.
Yeah. Nice. And then obviously next height class here. Ooh. Seeing the lady on the left with that.
Loading.
Oh, is it? Am I going too fast?
No. I don't know what, the last like 2 slides are just a bit delayed. The lady on the left is great. It's here now.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of, like, again, even her presentation. Like, wellness should look quite effortless. You shouldn't be like bending over. You should already have the tissue there.
Really good.
And of course, boom.
Her glutes are phenomenal. Really nice shape as well.
That chisel, that like hard, how like the 3D there, how that's separating between the glute.
Love like a bubbly glute. Like if I would never do wellness. Like I couldn't. I'm not like girly enough, but like I would love to have glutes like that, like just bubbly, you know?
Yeah. I mean, it would mean having to train them, and I just don't.
Yeah, I hate training them. I have one set of glute drive every 10 days, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah, it just never, ever. I never want to do it. So, just going through obviously the winners here. I do think that this lady on the left, she would have done really well if she was against anyone else but Lauren.
Yeah, I agree.
So I'm not going to say it's a shame. It's just that's the way the cookie crumbles, right?
Yeah, for sure.
The lady in red in the middle, as expected. We were just speaking about her 3D glutes. And now look at that for an overall for wellness.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Wow.
Really solid.
You can just see the kind of why I think Lauren took it here is her upper body is quite substantially different in the, yes, you do want an upper body, but you can just see that it is pure lower dominance.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Like in that side profile, the lady in the green is almost a bit like
Balanced.
it's still,
like
it's almost
so
like,
balanced.
yeah, almost like looks like a bit of a figure shot.
Yeah, but like even the girl on the right in red, like her upper and lower in that shot are very relatively matched, whereas obviously Lauren's arm.
Yeah.
You know, that it could have gone a different way though.
It
Like
could have.
I think the girl in red is very good wellness.
I was about to say, like, depending on that judging, and you know what? I almost want to tell the lady in red to stop rotating through the chest so much. She needs to keep that chest way more to the side and just no, but genuinely though, if you can literally see so much of that midsection because look how much she's rotating. And that's what's making her upper body look more dominant.
Bigger, she should,
and
sure.
From that back shot, she could have took it.
Yeah, she wins from the back for me.
But she didn't.
She didn't.
Lauren took it.
Oh, look.
And that's all we've got for the day.
1 hour 40. God, people are in for a treat.
Are they? Are they in for a treat or in for a fucking ear wash? Don't even know.
Going through their day. But yeah, wow, what a show!
What a showing! What both showings? It's not fucking English. But where are we this weekend? So
we've got UKDFBA Heart of England Novice and Open on Saturday, and BMBF Scottish on Sunday. Do we have a PCA Manchester? Is that this weekend?
Oh, should I check?
Is there a PCA this weekend? I might be getting a bit confused.
Yeah, may as well get it up. But we've definitely got those two, and they're going to be big shows, both of them.
7th and 8th this weekend. Let's have a look.
Nah, there's nothing on for PCA. I think PCA. It's September 8th. Yeah.
What is it?
Manchester.
Yeah, I thought it was this weekend. So we've got 3 shows. Oh wow.
Jesus, we may have to just choose.
Yeah.
But no,
it's so busy.
It's busy. It's so good.
Wow, cool.
Thank you so much for listening, guys.
Yeah, if you made it this far, congrats.
Well, yeah, we usually say if you made it this far, what should we say for them to do? Comment below or share on your stories saying.
Oh no! Don't put me on the spot.
Saying perform.
Yeah, do that.
That's what I like to hear.
Thank you guys, very much appreciated. And yeah, we will see you for the next one next Friday. where we will go through our selection of shows from this weekend. Definitely UKFBA, because it's the first one of the second half.
Yeah.
We'll pick from the others.
Yeah, maybe some highlights from BMBF and PCA because of it being, we've done we've done them before. Yeah. But don't forget to like, comment, share, tag, all of that stuff.
Good stuff.
And let us know if you're enjoying it. But other than that, guys, we will see you soon, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.